People living in Porter Ranch have been complaining for weeks about a natural gas leak that's producing a sickening smell. Many parents are also complaining that smell is making their kids sick at the area schools.
My name is Jennifer Tung. I lived in Porter Ranch for approximately 3.5, 4 years. I was never notified by any other sources that there was a gas leak. I was exposed for over 2 months, and I live less than half a mile from the gas leak site.
The gas would spew from a broken pipe for 112 days and become the worst environmental disaster since the BP oil spill. Since natural gas is invisible, no one could see the leak until this infrared video went viral. And Southern California Gas, which owns the facility, didn't tell the public about the leak for several days. It wasn't long before concerned residents began moving out of their homes.
So after being relocated and then being told, oh, it's okay, go back, and then no, it's not. And yes, it's okay, go back, no, it's not. That's when things started to get very bad. Confusion, constant headaches, and I never get headaches. I couldn't speak well. My menstrual cycle, my bathroom habits. It's not just a slight change. Everything just got completely destroyed.
Gillian Wright, a SoCal Gas executive, says the company regrets customers' symptoms, but she believes families have nothing to worry about.
There's no evidence that there's going to be long-term health effects from exposures to these substances at the concentrations that they're at.
By that time, from other doctors, I'd been on prednisone, Cipro, then one doctor wanted to put me on more prednisone, and then more prednisone, and how much prednisone and Cipro and other medications and Benadryl 20,000 times a day can you take when already your liver's 30 times what it should be. I've been told by another MD at Cedars-Sinai, a GI specialist, due to my blood tests, which are off the charts, that I'm going to die. This is last year.
New health concerns for residents living near the Aliso Canyon gas leak. Porter Ranch physician Dr. Jeffrey Nordella launching an in-depth health probe after a high number of his patients became sick.
Meeting Dr. Nordella for the first time was really, really awesome, because that was the first time I realized, oh, I'm not the only one.
Nordella released his troubling findings Saturday at a town hall meeting. The results shocking residents and the doctor himself. He says the level of a number of carcinogens in his patients were significantly higher than in the general population and shows a dire need for a comprehensive long-term health study. He also says based on the numbers and the fact that the Aliso Canyon gas storage field has been allowed to continue operating, puts residents at risk of long-term exposure and serious possible health risks down the road.
I showed him pictures of my hives and, things like this, and explained all the other issues that I've been having. And he wasn't surprised. And before I could see him again, he was conveniently fired.
Now, SoCal Gas says other studies have been conducted that show no long-term health risks.
To see this actual letter basically telling all the practitioners to maybe look at other causes and to not talk about air. This is basically saying, turn your cheek, walk the other way, even when you know there's something wrong.
We do not anticipate there will be any long-term health effects in the community resulting from this.
I'm like 1% of what I used to be. So I'm surviving right now. But I'm not living. And I wonder how many other folks out there are like that. Key is to try to help other folks out there and to let them know that they're not alone, and also to help to educate other folks. Because don't wait until it happens to you. This is in the air. This stuff permeates the walls. This stuff is still going on.